Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Let's
Yes,
go.
sir.
6-1.
On my
Y'all,
bull.
y'all
Talking
see it,
about
baby.
Yes, sir.
the 6-1 Chicago Bulls.
Hey,
On my bull. Welcome everybody. Let's get it. We got a
it's your
lot to
boy,
talk about.
yo. It's your boy D Snow from the Go. We in the building.
Hey man, it's that city boy Kel. Y'all know how it go.
AKA any person. And you got it
Any
right here, your
person.
boy, yours truly, John J. And welcome
Yes,
That's
to
what's
sir.
up.
another edition of On My Bull. Where we
On my bull. Hey, and before we start, don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Man, make sure y'all check us out all season as we bring y'all all of the action of your brand new 2021-22 Chicago Bulls 6-1, man.
That's
Yes,
right.
sir.
Oh
That's
Yes,
right.
man,
sir.
hey, it feels so good, man. We relevant, we balling. Man, hey, let's get
Absolutely.
into it, man. Let's talk about it. And I know tonight we won, but we know we missed a couple of games, so I want to make sure we stretch because we've been playing ball no matter what. I mean, let's start with that Knicks game before we get into the actions of the last two games. But that Knicks game, man, I mean, hey, all season long, every pod, whenever we talk basketball, I have been saying we haven't had any type of distractions, any type of adversity. It's the first time I felt like I hexed this, fellas. I feel like I asked for it
For real.
because I just kept saying it, and boom, during the game, Pat got hurt. They saying he's gonna be out for some significant time. He had to have surgery. I mean, and the one thing we saw was a different type of defense against our superstar.
Yeah.
Where I mean, every time they touched the ball, they were doubling them. I mean, it was a game plan that they had ready to go. It wasn't something that they just rolled out. They had a game plan when they came in the door, what they wanted to do to the Bulls. Yeah. And this was the first time that we actually saw some adversity. And for most of the game, we didn't play that well. But, I mean, look, we fought all the way to the end. Y'all jump in there, man.
That's Tibbs, though. We used to that. We know what we getting out of Tibbs, and we can't expect nothing otherwise. And you mentioned that Pat Williams injury. How about how it happened on him trying to catch a body? Oh, my God. And I feel bad because our last episode before the game, I was talking about one of my top keys was for him to show that aggression. And doggone it, the aggression got him out for the season. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Hey, no, you know what, man? I'm gonna say something before D say this. We could have won that game, but that last play that the Bulls ran, I didn't like it. The fact that our big man, our center runs out to the 3-point line, brings a third guard towards the third guard towards DeRozan. Now DeRozan is trying to shoot over three people because he doesn't have the time to actually pass the ball. That shot could have been okay. He would have probably tried that over two people, but your big man is supposed to be in the hole for, like what D said, for a tip in, for something like that. He doesn't supposed to be out there trying to get the shot. Yes, he hit a couple tonight. Okay, we saw that, but that's not your place. We need you in the paint. Tip it. Do what you got to do.
And I think, and I totally agree with you back there on that one because we needed you was the biggest guy out there. We needed you to man the inside in case of a putback, a second chance opportunity. But I also think it was lack of communication because maybe he thought DeRozan was gonna hand off to Levine in that play when Levine cut across him, and he had kind of like an RPO play where he faked the handoff and kept it. Maybe Vooch thought Levine was coming around and he was leaving the lane open for him. I don't know, but either way it goes, it's some miscommunication. You shouldn't be out there. But I like how we composed ourselves in that situation.
Yes, sir.
A year ago, after that third quarter, it would have been over with.
Yeah.
They would have just dialed it in after that. They fought. Yeah. They fought.
Hey, can I say this too? Thank the NBA for them new rules, because if this was last year, DeRozan went up and got a foul, we could have won at the free throw line. But because of the new rules, DeRozan he's shooting the three air ball. Let's be honest. We've seen it change players this year.
And I waited my turn, man. Y'all know I've been on Vooch head about it. I mean, come on, Vooch. Like when I saw Vooch pop out to the corner, I'm like, okay, we need one bucket to win.
Mm-hmm.
We don't need a three. So for one, why are you popping out to the corner? We don't even need a three. I hate when I see that in game. I see that in high school, college, and in the league. if we need a 2, why are we even looking at 3? Why are we shooting from 22 feet out and plus if all we need is a 2 to win? So for my mindset, where's your mind at, Booch? Especially when we have a guy that is a very good for that. We love the aggressiveness. We don't want him to stop being aggressive. We want Booch to be Booch. I know I said I want more than 8 boards from him, but I mean the thing I looked at is for the game. I mean we only had 7 turnovers. We did great there. You know what I mean? We shot 90% from the free throw line. I mean we really were doing our thing, but man, they killed us on the boards, especially that we couldn't get a board to save our life in the times that really mattered. And that's the thing about Booch. Booch, I need you to be down there being strong. And we need that other guy, Tony. What's that other kid that they bought in?
Bradley.
I didn't even know that. Hey, Bradley. Hey, we need that big guy in those times like that when we need a board. We need a big guy down there that's gonna get us a board. Switching and swapping. Because if you notice, that's like I said, that's one thing I give Billy Donovan. He's a good coach all the way to the end. He's doing the switches and swap. He's doing what he needs to do on the defensive, swaps and the offensive swaps and doing what it takes to make sure we're ready to go. We're like nobody has fouled out. Nobody's been in foul trouble. Like we've been doing a great job of being there all the way. The one thing I have a problem is like either we've been winning by just killing people. We haven't really had like those really, really good close games like we lost right there. So the next time that happens is what I'm ready for. What is going to happen the next time we down 1 and we need a bucket? What I want to see what's going to happen then because we know how important those times are going to come later, especially in the playoffs and stuff when games are really, really close like that. We can't have that confusion. So hopefully we can get that out the way now and figure out what it is, because I mean, Booch is balling, man. I don't want to hate on him. Our big 3 thing, man.
I liked him in that game, but watching that game, just remembering all his rebounds was defensive. We need to pick up on our offensive. We didn't have a lot of those put back points, put back up points. Everything was defensive. They get the ball, throw it back down. But when, what I'm saying, it would have been a different game. We would have got a couple more offensive rebounds. Yeah. That would have changed the whole game.
And remember, for the first 3 or 4 games, I've been constantly saying, where's Derrick Jones Jr.? I feel like we could have used him that game. I don't know what's going on with him. We're going to get to him in a minute because, as you can see, once he finally got out there, it mattered. That guy is a force that we need, But, hey, it was a close game. We fought to the end. We were right there. I got to give our guys some love. They did not give up. Like you said before, those games, we usually just either throw the ball away, turn it. It'd be like, we don't even get the opportunity to shoot that shot. We usually turn it over or do something stupid, Yep. So I think it was great, like you said, man, for us to play that hard all the way to the end against those guys and against somebody that kind of knew us. Tibbs did come, that old Chicago field playing against D Rose, the whole 9,
And then we came back. I think at one point we were down 15. Go ahead, John.
Yeah. I was just gonna say to our credit though, Julius Randle didn't kill us.
Right, he did.
He didn't kill us. They did their thing.
And that would do to Pat too. Pat played them pretty good.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, man, Evan Fournier, man. Evan Fournier once again was out there on fire mode. Hey, he reminded me of when we used to play NBA Jam. Like, man, he just that thing be looking good when he let it go too.
Man.
But once he catch a couple, it's like, oh man. I don't understand how that guy gets that open. But if you look and watch, it's some good picks they're throwing. It's set plays that they're running to get him open like that, and it works. And he was on fire. I mean, he was, and that other kid, what's that other kid's name? Because I kind of want to get to know him. That kid was balling too. Let me pull his name real quick.
RJ Barrett.
Oh, by the way,
got off.
RJ Barrett's having a much better season compared to last year.
He's starting to score.
Much better season. Quickly. Hey man, he didn't have a good night last night, but that dude is so aggressive, man. He was 1 of 7. But man, like I said, we all want to see what we were gonna look like against the Knicks. I know we could beat the Knicks next time. I think they know it too. Now was just a little test. But hey, we swept that under the rug, man, and we jumped right to the next game, man. And man, hey, we beat a really, really good Jazz team, man. What y'all got to say? Y'all go ahead. I'm going to be last on this, man. Y'all go ahead, man.
Everybody was talking about, I don't know if y'all been listening. I've been listening on ESPN and stuff like that. Everybody's saying the dark horse coming out the West with the Jazz. Everybody been saying that's one of the most complete teams. Oh, wait. Before we forget this, if I can just jump back to the Knicks thing, do you see how this happened? We played against the same Knicks team that was a team last year. Our team was new. We were newly formulated, and we still had this good game against them. I thought that was dope, that how we played against a team that was already, they knew each other, they were familiar with each other, and we still learned each other, and we still stayed in the game. Back to the Jazz, though. I had to say that. Man, listen, they got the Jazz number 1. power rankings, all this other stuff. They saying the Jazz is one of them teams, and man, we banged them.
Yeah.
You know, man.
Yeah.
Hey, that
They
third
ran
quarter.
away with that one.
That third quarter, man. Third quarter, man. We played some great defense, held them to 15 points. I mean, we ran away from it, and the rest of it, we just coasted after that. I mean, and the thing that was crazy to me, I mean, was the fact that DeRozan went nuts, man. 13 to 22, no 3-pointers, 0 3-pointers, 32 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, 6 free throws, 6 of 6. What I've been saying since the beginning of the season. You know, and my new name for one, that's the mid-range monster. MRM. That's the mid-range monster, man. Y'all see him. He catches the ball. He fakes. He's looking for that mid-range shot. He's looking for a layup. I love the fact that he's going back to that old school basketball. Get all this trying to put up 10 threes a game, man. That guy's looking for easy shots and it's rubbing off on the rest of the team. And I love to see, this is Michael Jordan used to do stuff like this. Put up 30 points without threes? Dude, people don't understand what that means to a game. If you can put up 30 without putting up threes, bro, oh my goodness, man. That means so much to your team because that means you're taking quality shots. You're not just hoisting up crap. You're taking shots within the offense, within rhythm, you know. I mean, and then Zach right there, that's the thing. Think about this. Think about this for a second. Zach's thumb is hurting. He out there with this little baby cast on. Zach still gave us 26. He had 19. But he doesn't have the pressure of, oh, I got to carry us. Because DeRozan is on a mission. Yeah. I think DeRozan see his opportunity to really be something. Now he in Chicago and we got a team and have everybody. I think he's starting to feel that love. Like, oh man, it's my chance to carve my own little situation.
Well, you got to remember, this is his first time ever being where he wanted to be.
Bro, I'm telling y'all, man. For the fact that the Raptors won the championship right after they got rid of him, that's gonna drive a player, man. Especially a good player, man. That's driving him. So this is his chance, and he see it and he smell it. And that boy is bringing his lunch pail and his hard hat to work. I love it, man. I love his game, man. I love what he's that Chicago type of player that we need, you know. And I mean, like I said, Booch gave me what I wanted that game, 16 to 12. You know what I want from Booch. 16 to 12. He shot 4-19. You know, so think about that. We coasted in this win and Booch didn't really 4-19. He missed 15 shots. And we still was fine. You know, y'all go ahead, man.
Yeah, no, that you about put it on the money. One of my biggest knock on Vooch, because I feel like the shots will fall eventually. I don't want you to take as many 3-point shots. You need to bang down low because you're bigger than most guys you go against. But I'm noticing he's seeming to be more of a lazy rebounder than I realized. I guess he just been coasted on his size a lot. But he gets that
European game.
He gets
that European game. And that's why he shoots so many jump shots and stuff, because he's that European stretch four. He's that type of guy where he's looking for jump shots. He's looking to be in rhythm, pick and roll, shoot the shot. You know, he's not really looking to bang and get dirty and do all of that. Yeah. But all of a sudden, doing this game, boom, 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 Derrick Jones sight. Yeah. My man Derrick Jones came out of nowhere playing great defense. He shot 2 or 3. You know, he gave us 19 minutes of all energy. The dude, like I said, I thought he was 6'10". This dude is 6'8", but he got to have the wingspan of a 7-footer. And his defense on guys like Mitchell and, you know, guys like that, it matters because he's so long. Well, now you got DeRozan's at 6'6". You got, you know, we got Levine at 6'7". You got Ball at 6'6". You got him at 6'8". Man, you got a bunch of long guys with their arms up straight. The defense out there is so ugly. And I was so happy to finally see him get some run because he hadn't been getting any run. It was so good to finally see a little bit of him, you know?
Yeah, and he going to end up getting a lot of run as an undersized power forward. We didn't get to see Baby Robin either. He didn't play.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing, because in this game, what did we do? I mean, all of a sudden, and that's what we talked about before. I could tell coaches trying different things in different games because he had all of a sudden Ayo didn't get that much run. But the last couple of games, boom, now Ayo's been back out there. Well, now Ayo's out there, he's running them 20 minutes a game. And that's the thing. I think he's just trying to see what he got and see, just like we all know, injuries can happen at any time. Mm-hmm. You don't want anybody that's on that bench that's cold, that hasn't had any run, that's not comfortable with the team. That's why I said I love what I'm seeing out of the coach, because I do want everybody to get some. First, I didn't know what he was doing, but I said, oh, he's mixing and matching in different games. Like, I felt like he saved Derrick Jones for these last two games against the Jazz and against Boston. We were going to play against some really good teams with some really good 3s and 4s. And all of a sudden, he was fresh. You know, like he was ready to go, and he looked like it.
I think too with my fault. I was gonna say I think too with Ayo that Billy might be looking at the matchups. Maybe he saw Utah over there with the veteran point guards they got and wanted to, you know, go a little veteran savvy. When you look at tonight's matchup, and then even back with the Knicks, you got some younger, quickly and Schroeder, the faster type of point guard, maybe want to counterbalance that with Ayo.
You know, and size too. Think about it. The last couple of games we've been playing against like Marcus Smart and Schroeder. You know, guys that are undersized point guards, not these 6'4", 6'5", you know. Because I'm not gonna lie, like we said about with the Knicks, man. RJ Barrett. At first, I'm like, okay, is he gonna have his sophomore year? He's looking better than his freshman year. I mean, and if you throw him at the 2 and at the 1, I mean, they're a different team, and that's what they were doing. Just letting D Rose just kind of dangle around, you know. But like you said, it's the matchups, and that's what I said. I like what Billy's doing. Billy is all about the matchups. He's coaching from beginning to the end. He's not over there lofty, you know.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you guys this: with Pat being gone, and we got Kobe White coming back. The question is, I've been hearing from everybody they trading Kobe as soon as he come back. Are we with this or are we against that?
I knew he was gonna get into that. I'm glad we're getting into that.
I think Kobe takes away from AO.
We already got our point guards. You know what I'm saying? You bring him in, you might mess up the rotation. You're gonna mess up the growth for some of the younger guys. So it's better to get rid of Kobe White, bring in one of these big men that maybe, like you said, maybe another 4, another 5 to help us out when we get into some of these games. We need those rebounds. Get rid of him because we got our guards. And then they like they said, you can bring him in and bring him off the bench. He could be come off the bench, but man.
I like Bagley. I feel like Bagley is a dude that is just hanging out there. That if y'all remember him coming out of Duke, man, that boy, he got that back. He got his back to the back basket type of game. He's got a nice little mid-range jump shot. He's willing to get dirty. That's the type of guy I think it's a couple, like I think that's a name that we can actually probably put out there. I would love to see Bagley come in for a Kobe. That would be a nice piece coming off of what we already got, especially in crunch time. We need those big bodies out there. We need a big guy that's in that 6'9" and 6'11" range that can bang for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now I agree and disagree. I definitely agree with you on Bagley. Out of all of the options, that's probably my favorite. Because he's young, he ain't even scratched the surface nowhere near yet.
And he probably don't have no minutes on his body.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm all for that. I also think with his situation over there, you can steal him for less than Kobe. Me personally, I'll probably try to pitch Troy Brown in a second rounder. I'm a bigger fan of Kobe White. I hate that he's going through the injury right now because it's a what have you done for me lately league. So it's out of sight, out of mind. So while he's there, it looks like he's losing his spot, even though they always say you don't lose your spot to injury. But my issue is, since Kobe has gotten there, we're finally entering into the role that we've been waiting for Kobe to get. He was never a facilitating point guard. That's not him. They tried to make him into something he wasn't. He was always a fill it up type of guy. So now he's finally in that no pressure situation where we gonna bring you in because we need buckets. And I love Ayo, I love Caruso, I love our guards, but we still don't have that guaranteed bucket getter. We got guys that can score, but they're not scorers necessarily. Ayo gave you a big game today, and he probably gonna give you bigger games in the future. But he also gonna have some 4 and 5 point games sprinkled in there.
Yeah, I mean, if Kobe can come out, and I'm gonna give y'all an old school name. If Kobe can come out and be a Vinny Microwave Johnson type dude, that's come off 10 minutes, 10 points, 15 minutes. If he can really come off but he has to come off and shoot well. He's got to shoot anywhere between 47 to 52%. Can't come out and shoot, 5 or 15 and stuff like that. If he can really come out and give me buckets, I mean, I want to see it. And like you said, this is an opportunity where the team is good enough where like he can just kind of blend in and catch a couple of good passes, and he should be wide open in a lot of those little corner shots. Yeah. If he can be that Monte Ellis, so you know what I'm saying? Like if he can give me, but he got to. I mean, I guess like you said, he's shown me spurts of that, but he hasn't shown me that inconsistency. So if he can show me that inconsistency, I mean, like you said, we could use a guy that all of a sudden, when everybody kind of off, all of a sudden, boom, you're gonna come out there, and all of a sudden, man, boom, 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 you give me 3 straight threes on somebody.
He always did his best work off the ball.
Mm.
That's Kobe. When Zach was running the point, Kobe's firing that thing. Him and Vooch had a nice 2-man game once he came in. He worked best with the ball out his hand, off the ball. He's not a pure point guard. He's a scorer. And I think him and Caruso and him and Ayo can get some runs. But I do think that he might eat up some of their minutes. They both might split some minutes, him and Ayo. And I hate that because I totally understand it. Like I said, so what have you done for me lately, league? Out of sight, out of mind. We didn't forgot about what you can do, but like I say, this is finally the first chance where he's going into the role he was meant for.
Yeah, because the big thing you got to remember, I mean, Lonzo's playing 32 minutes, at least 30-plus minutes a game. So after that, it's really going to be – it's not going to be a lot to go around. Mm-hmm. So it's going to have to – and he's got to come back soon.
But you could also
before we really, start to get comfortable with what we get.
You can also go a lot of small 3-guard lineups too, though. They all. That's one thing. Caruso, Kobe, and Ayo all 6'4". So you can run with some 3-guard sets with a DJ and Tony Bradley.
They got to give me buckets though.
Yeah, obviously that'll have to be your small ball.
Like tonight. I mean, like tonight, Ayo 6-6. We ain't gonna see that every time. But he was going crazy tonight. Mm-hmm. I mean, he was our spark, and that's the thing. Like you're asking Kobe to come back and do what Ayo's kind of doing for us right now.
Mm-hmm. And like you said, the key is it's like you don't want us to lose, so we say we need him. You know what I'm saying? But the more we winning without him, it's almost to a point where we can do without him. That's all they saying.
Yeah, but so you got to, again though. That's that mindset
it's a long season.
Scary to me. This is we 2 weeks in, and you're gonna get spurts where you're gonna need somebody that could just go stupid.
And when he's still 2 years left on his rookie contract?
Yeah, that's why they say he has so much trade value because he still got 2 years. It's not a big contract, and he can get buckets. So I mean, it's easy for them to get him off and possibly get what they want compared to trading somebody else that's not as proven.
But I mean, we put up 128 tonight without him.
I think if you did use him to get Bagley, I think he worth more than Bagley just off of what he's done in the league. I do think Bagley is a potentially better talent, but he's been hamstrung. He ain't had no opportunities over there. So I think what Kobe has done in the league, he's a way more valuable trade asset than Bagley. I feel like if I'm giving you Kobe, I need a pick back.
See, I feel like for what we got on our bench, like out of all our power forwards and centers, I think Bagley's an upgrade compared to what we got coming off the bench. Out of anybody we got. 100%. I think you put it, okay.
100%. I'm with you. Bagley is the name. I'm with you on that. I like Bagley since day one, since he announced that he was going to Duke early. A lot of people don't realize that. He started it. He foregone his extra year. My dog trying to jump up and get on camera. But he foregone his extra. He foregone his extra year. He reclassified and went to Duke a year early. He was 17. So I've been following Bagley, and Bagley got a stroke too. He could shoot that thing.
Man, nice little mid-range shot. He fit right in with what we're doing. Seriously, fit right in. Seriously.
And it's funny because it seemed like the only time he ever got some shine was against the Bulls because he didn't smack us over the head a couple times.
They showcased him against us like, hey.
I swear I seen a couple 25, 30-point games from him against us. So I'm with you on that. That's a name I love. I'm hoping for that.
Well, let's see what they do because I mean, I know they're gonna give him a couple games. Probably give him about maybe at least 3 or 4 games before they put him on the block. you know what I'm saying, to officially trade him. So,
But I don't know, my fault, but I don't know
No, go ahead.
I don't know that Sacramento would want Kobe though, because they so guard heavy.
Yeah.
They so guard heavy. They got
I have to get another team involved.
They got Davion Mitchell. They got Halliburton, Buddy Hield. Like they guarded up.
Kobe gonna find himself in the G League somewhere. That's why I said he got to come out and show that he's in that hybrid size where so many dudes your size. You're not a dunker. You don't got hops like that. You're not a defensive guy. So what you got to whatever your niche is. You got to come out and show me that, because we got 10 other dudes that look just like.
We talking about somebody who put up 16 a game and he played half the season off the bench.
He did that for what was their record?
I mean, he said, what was he like 6'4" with the fro?
You can't give Zach the 27-point love and not respond to the other guys that did what they did when they was on the same team.
Hey, 27 is 27.
And 16,
we all know.
And 16 for a bench player is still 16 for a bench player.
I remember when Jalen Rose was leading us in scoring at that time. He was about 20 points a game? 22. Hey, he was working hard for that.
He was.
Yeah.
Was.
27? You balling, bro.
And I'm not taking away from Zach, but I just want to give Kobe some shine for that.
I know you got love for Kobe. And I think about it, like I said, I'm a North Carolina guy. I don't hate his game. I just feel like he doesn't fit in, but like you said,
I get that though.
He got it. He has to come back and show us something. And I think Coach gonna give that opportunity. It's just about what he gonna do with it,
Mm-hmm.
I get that. If Kobe ended up off the roster and Bagley ended up on the roster, I'd be a little mad, but not pissed. I get it. I wish I could get them both together though.
Yeah. Hey, what y'all think about almost triple double Vooch tonight with the 9 assists?
Out there looking like Magic Johnson.
Clock.
He got robbed on that shot on that shot clock 3 DeRozan hit, but they called the shot clock. That would have been it. That would have been his triple double right there.
Hey, I really like the way we were down 19, 20 points. Like, I know it's early in the season, but the little things I've been seeing out of us, the fight, the way we don't give up, the way for us to come back and not only come back, but then stop on y'all at the end. Because they was trying to come back and we just, kept putting up. And, I mean, come on, man. DeRozan, man.
Oh, yeah, he did his thing tonight.
Man, 15 to 20.
Mr.
3 or 4 from the 3. Mid-range monster.
That's that old school ball, though. That's what we said. It's that old school ball. My only thing about tonight was this. That watching tonight, I hope and I pray that they don't get too comfortable with shooting them threes like that. They was killing from the 3-point line, but I'm hoping that they keep their identity and they don't get crazy and fall in love with 3.
I think it's the pace of the game when you play against Boston. I think JJ gonna agree with me on that. When you play against Boston, it's the pace of the game. That's that type of game they play where you are gonna get a lot of those open shots because they try to crowd down low a lot. They're gonna give you those shots. That's kind of the game they play because they want to rebound and run. That's what they're doing. So I think that was like, those shots were wide open shooting tonight.
Oh, yeah, a lot of them, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
You passed the ball about 2-3 times rotation, and it was a wide open shot. Go ahead, Jay.
No doubt. I do agree with you, D. And I'm with you, Kel. That scares me, though, because for what they started off hot. And I think that maybe they tried to shoot themselves back into that when it cooled off a little bit. But that scares me, though, because if you're getting cold from the 3, you don't keep shooting the threes. You warm yourself. No,
but that's what happened. If you notice, DeRozan took over in that third quarter, and he kept going to that free throw line for the free throw line jump shot, baseline jump. He kept driving and then stopping and popping, and that thing was all net, all net.
Consistent.
And that's what turned the game around. He started doing that mid-range monster, man. Once he went to that game, all of a sudden, we all started to be on that. Then all of a sudden, the threes opened back up and we started knocking them down.
He did that in the Knicks game, too. That consistency. When everybody, y'all don't keep shooting these threes,
we need a bucket. Yeah,
I'm going to stay right here in this mid-range. Just like CP3 was doing for Phoenix last year. He pulled up to that one spot, stop, pop. Every rip, stop, pop. They couldn't do nothing with it. Got him all the way to a final. I ain't saying he going to get us all the way to a final, but I ain't going to say he ain't.
I'm just saying, but CP3 got Aiden that know his position. Aiden down there, like, if you miss, I got this. I send it at the 3-point line, like, wait a minute. Ain't no way.
But he got a lot of that from CP, though. I mean, Aiden grew with CP.
Yeah. I'm surprised they won't give him no money. Somebody gonna pay that
That's
kid.
crazy.
Somebody gonna pay him.
Real, man.
He the only one. They said he was one of the only rookies that didn't get the extension on his contract. Everybody else got the big money. Most of the ones in his draft.
He wanted the max and they wouldn't give it to him, but he deserved the max.
I think so.
He's a max.
I think they just gave away a lot. I think they just gave Booker all that money, and then they just gave CP3 all that money. I mean, I think it's just that money. That money gets spread out there. They probably still paying Shaq.
That's
crazy.
It's a bad idea. You don't want to start like this. I mean, Michael Porter got the max.
That's what I'm saying. They gave
and I
everybody in his
Porter,
draft
but he
class.
ain't where DeAndre is yet.
No.
And then if you look at how we talking about defense, we talking about the Bulls defense, but let's talk about this. Aiden was one of the only people that he had some games where he had some moments where, you know what I'm saying, you can't nobody stick Giannis. I'm gonna be honest. Let's keep it 100. But he slowed Giannis down in moments in that series. You know what I'm saying? Body to
I'm gonna
body.
tell you something.
He did his thing.
I got the magic potion for Giannis. I know how to stop Giannis. It's out there. It's a way to stop Giannis. It's kind of goes back to kind of what they used to do with Mike sometimes. You want to let Giannis get his. You don't want everybody else getting going.
Right.
That's what it's, man, let Giannis get his. Let him get 50 if you want. Man, lock down everybody else. Don't let Drew get his. Don't let Middleton get his. If you stop the rest of the team, they're not gonna get 100. He can't get 100 by himself. And that's that's the thing that people mess up at.
Like they did with Mitchell the other day.
Mm-hmm.
He went crazy.
Let him get it. Let him get his. Why, let it. But because the thing that people forget about NBA players, no matter what team they on or what their role is, none of them like to stand around, bro. If they stand around for too long, bro, they get uninterested. Once they get uninterested, once they catch it, they're not ready no more. You want, and that's what I love about with our team. Like everybody is getting touches. Lonzo is keeping that ball moving. You know what I mean? Like I said, this one of those nights where, man, Zach shot 1 of 8 from the 3 and still put up 26. You know, like our guys, no matter what, if they hurt it somewhere else, they figure it out and they turn it around. Yeah. You know, and I think that's because they are getting the ball where they need it. They're getting it where they want it. They're catching that boom on that nice run on that touch. That's what you do when you got a point guard that likes to get people into the game. And that's why, like you said, what's my man name out here trying to be the 5 Slammer Jammer?
The 5 Javante Greens. I swear, man, we got Levine, we got airplane mode, we got Debo, we got all these dunk contest winners, and Javante Green is out dunking everybody. He going for it every rip.
That's because Jones ain't been out there. You know, I'm excited, man.
He's so springy.
Oh man, we got so many athletes, man. And that's the thing. We're sneaking up on people because of that. We have athletes out there now. We don't have. That's why I said, Kobe's not an athlete like that. That's why I said Kobe really got to come back and show me something, because these guys, bro, I love seeing Lonzo go get bored sometime, and Lonzo he go up there and go get that thing. That's the thing. We get all our guys are springs, everybody playing defense, and they all over the place. And I think people not ready for that. I think it's I think it's like a shock to people to see this defense we playing and how aggressive we are, you know?
Who? Let me ask y'all this. I know we talked about it. Who is Lonzo's shooting coach? All I'm gonna say, y'all, is
that thing looks so good now, man. It looks so good, man. Yeah.
I remember that man had that shot. I thought Bill Cartwright's shot was ugly. I mean, over there with the Lakers, and then you saw it get a little better in New Orleans. Man, he over here with the Bulls looking like Steph Curry or something over there. What? How far I gotta take it back?
Guess what? It's because there's no pressure, man. He's shooting. He ain't shooting 10 shots a game, man. Every once in a while he put that thing up just to keep the defense honest, man. That's why I said he like an upgraded, you know what I'm saying, Jason Kidd. Because Jason Kidd jump shot went that flame. He ended up having a 3 at the end. But man, Lonzo got that same Jason Kidd type of eye, range, and court vision. But man, boy, if you give him some room, he's finna, man, I'm telling you, man, we're a defensive problem for teams, man. I'm liking what I'm saying, man. We are a defensive matchup problem for a lot of people.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's talk about next game, because we playing, I think, Philly next game.
Yeah, we got the back-to-back coming up.
Yeah, what y'all got on that? Because I mean, the only thing I could see, and we talking about, I was looking at some stuff the other day. I want to see how we play against some of these bigger teams. Now that we playing against these top 5 teams, these teams that they say is supposed to be top 5.
I don't know if this is legit or not, but they're already showing me that Embiid is not playing tonight. He's out for rest because of injuries. Tobias Harris is not playing because of COVID protocols. I smell a blowout.
I don't know Embiid's status going forward. Drummond started today.
Drummond is not Embiid though.
He had a hell of a game, but he's not Embiid.
Yeah, he's not Embiid, and the pace of the game that we're bringing.
Let me give you his stat line though, off the top of the head. So if I miss it by a point or two, my fault. But I believe he had about 14, 15 points, 15 rebounds, 7 assists, and 4 steals.
Oh, yeah, 14, 15, and 7. Yeah.
I mean,
it won't happen again. He won't do it again.
That was against a Trailblazer team that is in this array right now, though.
Yeah, I mean, Dame is out there missing shots that he used to. I don't even know who Dame is out there right now.
Just like how we called that one over New Orleans, if all those guys are out, I'm guaranteeing you we're going to win by at least 15 or plus. I'm telling y'all. Because right now, we are locked in. The type of game we're playing, if you don't come with your A game, you're not going to beat us. And then we're beating good teams, so we're building up a little cockiness in us. Where now we feel like we one of the big boys too. We don't feel like that old Bulls team. So if you don't bring your A game against what we're bringing, it's going to be tough. It's tough sledding right now. And DeRozan is on that stretch, like one of them Kobe Bryant stretches right now. Seriously.
Yeah, they expecting it, and you could tell they got that look in their eyes. If they not getting a call, they mad. They expecting it to go out there and win every single game. And this, we already talked about it. That we in the heart of we in this playoff team schedule push that's gonna tell us what our team is. But the circus trip is on the back half of this. This is the real, because this is
Warriors, Clippers, Lakers, Trailblazers, Nuggets. Yeah, that's when they get
that's
crazy.
Historically been the telling point for the Bulls season.
I mean, let's be honest, man. We got the 76ers, and half their team ain't playing like D said for the next 2 games. We got them tomorrow, and we got them Saturday. Monday, we could beat the Nets. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what the NBA got against James Harden. I didn't.
He looked a lot better last night. He looked a lot better last night.
He got triple double,
balling, and he was getting calls. He was getting calls last night.
Oh, that's the key.
He probably went to the line 15 times.
That's somebody they like. Okay, y'all taking this too personal.
I'm gonna tell you what it is. He's persevering through it, and he's constantly asking for his calls. Because sometimes, I ain't gonna lie, like one thing I will give him, he is good at drawing fouls. And sometimes you do got to give it to him. It was overboard last year with him and stuff now. But like, man, he's really good at getting dudes to do the wrong thing, man. And you got to call it after a while. Like, I mean, he's one thing I can't rank Harden with the top 2 guards of all time to me, because he's a craftsman. Like, yes, he's a decent 3-point shooter. And he does get buckets and stuff like that. But he's not just a dude like Steph, Steph don't even need the ball. Just throw picks all day. Steph still give you 50. I feel like, man, Harden has to have the ball in his hand to do his slow thing sometimes, to draw his foul. He can't just come off the ball and give you 50. And it's weird. Watch, though. You notice? Like, even though he's a good player, he needs to be able to be engaged, like we were talking about earlier. He's one of those guys that has to be engaged. And that's why they missing Kyrie. Because Kyrie can come off the ball and give you 50. With his weird self.
Kyrie. That's what's so frustrating, is because we know how great Kyrie is. Yeah. But also another thing about Harden is I think that he playing himself back into shape too. He had the injuries, and then even if you look at the last couple of seasons, he doesn't really. He's not the workout warrior in the offseason. He's more of the party guy.
I think him and Zion on the same thing. Because you see how they steady, Zion this, Zion that. We all saw how big he was. They trying to work him back into game shape. He too big. Ain't nothing wrong with his feet or none of that. The boy's huge. And they trying to get that weight down. Because you notice they didn't say he not practicing. They just said he can't play. So I said, they trying to get that weight down. That boy been eating good over the summer.
But to your point, D, we talking about Harden. Look at the point guards that he played with. When he played with all-star, we ain't gonna say superstar, but when he played with all-star point guards, they might have lasted a year or 2. When he had Chris Paul, him and Chris Paul, every time Chris Paul bring the ball up the court, you would see Harden walking. You know what I'm saying? Or you had Westbrook. That Westbrook situation to work because Man, so he needs the ball.
Hey, y'all see, I try not to stick my chest out when I think I know something, but y'all see what I said about the situation with the Lakers. I said if LeBron comes off the ball and let West cook, all of a sudden they win 2 in a row. All of a sudden West is looking like that one game. I think they're gonna have off and on because West got to get more comfortable, and he's playing at home and he's a little wild child sometimes, and it is what you get from him. But you need him to be. He is a point guard. He can give you 30 or 40, but he actually loves throwing those lobs and those no looks. See, LeBron is not willing to give you that same energy. Plus, if you notice, LeBron was rested for the third and fourth quarter. And that's the thing LeBron got to understand. Like, man, defer, just like you did with D Wade back in the day, fall back. Let Russ run out there and go crazy. And then get in his head. Tell him where he wrong at. Teach him. Let's see LeBron be a teacher for once. Help Russ to be better. Because y'all need Russ to be that point guard for y'all. So LeBron can't just rely. LeBron needs to be giving them what he gave them the other night, 15, 7, and 7. LeBron need to chill all the way to the playoffs. There ain't no reason for that man to be. I'll be seeing dudes talking about, LeBron got to carry them. He need to be giving them 40, 10, 10. I'm like, y'all looking for the wrong LeBron.
Let me tell you something. I mean, you said D Wade. I mean, he let Westbrook do his thing. Let Davis do his thing. It's so many people over there that could do their thing and let LeBron chill.
It should be the Westbrook Davis show.
Yeah.
In all honesty, though, LeBron can score just as much, if not more, if he put the ball in Russ' hand, because he gonna feed him. And he gonna attack. He gonna attack like Russ do and take that pressure. You gonna collapse. Somebody gonna lead LeBron. Believe it or not, LeBron gonna have open shots.
If they keep playing like they're playing now and allowing Russ to do things, by the end of the season, they're gonna be nasty. Because now LeBron gonna be catching lobs, DJ gonna be catching lobs. That defense gonna be crazy. They're gonna have the LA rocking.
Yep. Not only that,
go ahead.
I was gonna say not only that though, but I would say not only does LeBron need to adjust his game and let Russ cook, Russ needs to adjust his game and let somebody else crash the boards.
I think that's tough for him because he really does like to start the thing. Just like another thing too. It's a good thing in a way because, man, we all know AD is Mr. Breakable. Like, AD, yes, he can give us 20 and 10, but if we can get him out of there, man, it seems like every time he get hit, he's frailing and flopping. And, like, I ain't never seen a big man like him that's always on the ground. I always heard it's crazy to me. Like, dude. Like, I mean, and I love him. Chi-Town, one of the most. I got love for the boy. But, man, AD... every time he hit the ground, I'm like, oh, there you go, AD down again.
I mean, look at this. This one I'm gonna tell you about the Lakers. The thing about them, if they run the right roster, think about this. And I'm just saying, you run the right roster out there. We already said who 3 of their people. Then you get the next 2 people, and then let's say Melo having a good game or something like that. Could you think of a team that has to play your person, man? Ain't no doubling up. Ain't nobody beating them playing, man. Same thing with us.
It's just they giving up 115 points a game right now. They're not gonna beat nobody like that. They're giving up a lot of points, and they're gonna get tired by the end of the season. Melo and them do look good, but it's a long season, man. You know?
You see they finally did the thing. They put AD at the 5.
Yeah, that's good.
It's got to happen. We've been saying it.
Now, did they do it because it's about time, or did they do it because they seen Giannis do it?
Let me tell you something. The one thing I hate about AD is AD could be KG, Duncan. He could be one of those dudes, but man, I don't know. It seems like he just ain't. I don't know if it's because he used to be a guard and he grew up and he ended up being a big man out the blue. And that's got to be what it is, seriously. Because, he was a guard all the way up until like his senior year. And so like he grew that right before he went to college. And I think it's just he never had a chance to really be a big man his whole life. So he still got this guard mentality in his head. He's a point guard. Because if you think about it, if you banged your whole life, he's not really a banger like that. That man, I mean, it's just, like DJ banged more than him. And DJ way older than him. AD should be simple for him, man. He should be able to get 30 a game easy. Yeah. Easy.
Maybe if you just do it for certain matchups. Like, I mean, with the
small
with his small ball, now 70% of the league ain't no bangers. It's only a handful of guys that's really throwing their weight around down there. So they'll be the games where you could throw DJ or Dwight out there.
I mean, especially the way they throw around text these days. Like, man, I mean, you get a tech for breathing on somebody. Like, oh my god.
Hey, but let's keep it real. That tech that ejection that Durant got, that was The ref he pushed dude through a couple punches.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm telling y'all, man, Kyrie is messing up that situation out there, man.
Oh yeah,
I'm telling you, man. He's not happy, man, because I think Kyrie made them a promise and broke it. I think Kyrie told them he was going to be ready to go, and then all of a sudden he decided to slip on him. I think, and that's one thing I get KD. He is a little prima donna, and he act a little, but he'll never down nobody out. He'll never leave that like, man, he'll keep it to himself. You know what I mean? He ain't gonna never put him out there like that. He never put Russ and him out there. He never really talk bad about somebody. Like, he got info. He want to go there, but he don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he do it in a different way because I saw him when they talked about him and Russ. They was talking about him recently in the interview who the best people you played with, and he named everybody but Russ. They said, "Wait, Serge Ibaka."
I think something happened with him and Russ, man. Because I mean, we all know Russ a hothead. Russ a hothead, and Russ probably said something to him when he left. Because the way KD left and went to Golden State, any real hooper. I mean, and I'm a KD fan. I love his game, but man, any real hooper, you're gonna always look at him different. Like, bro, they just beat us. That's okay. We all from Chicago. That's like saying, we all vice lords. We get beat up by some GDs, and the next day I tell y'all I'm GD. I'm with them. Y'all be like, what? So the dudes that beat us up, you with them, and you fighting against us.
I mean, like, you remember that?
What part of the game is that? Like, in what world? In what? I've never seen that in my life. Where, okay, y'all beat me, all right, man. I'm gonna come hang out with y'all. Like that to me, that's gonna always taint KD's career, man. Yeah, he got him some rings out there. Yeah, he got a chance to get LeBron back. And it did get started by some other guys, but to go play with the guys that beat you when y'all were that close to beating them, like, I'm sorry, man. Like I'm telling you that Russ probably felt some kind of way. We all know he did. Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't? Man, we was in the trenches against these guys.
I mean, what were they up? They were up 3-1, and then they lost 4 games straight. I mean, not 4. They lost 3 games straight.
Man,
and then next season
they would never traded away hard, man.
Yeah,
they would never traded away hard, man.
You was the
They would have never traded away hard. They'd have had that third player to get them out that hole.
Who they traded him for? Kevin Johnson,
they
something like that?
They couldn't pay him. They couldn't afford to go over the cap to be in that
Did
tax and that.
Did y'all see that story the other day that if Phoenix didn't take Devin Booker, they was taking him next?
Yeah,
man, that would have been a nasty team with Devin out there. That'd have kept KD out there.
But before we go and wrap this edition up, let's go and get back on these 6-1 Eastern Conference leading Chicago Bulls.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hey, first time since when? 6-1?
90 what?
Man, the 96 was the 3-1. Was the 3-0. The 6-1. What they say? We did it in 2014, I think.
Yeah, with that D Rose team.
Somewhere, I think they said somewhere around 2014. Let me know in the comments if I'm wrong.
Yeah. Let us know. Because I'm excited. But like you say, hey, I smell a blowout next game. I was thinking maybe after this stretch we'd be somewhere around 15-5. I mean, man, we might. Like you said, it's a chance we can win all these games coming up. Our first real chance, like you said, that Nets game on Monday, that Mavericks game, those 3 games are the ones I'm excited to see. I think the next 2 games, I think we got something for the 76ers. But the Nets, Mavericks, and that Warriors game are going to be exciting. Those are late games too. We're away for all of those games.
The Mavs should be a home game though.
Oh yeah, you know what? Nets, Mavs is at home. Warriors is away. I'm sorry. Warriors is away. Sorry.
The Warriors, I believe, is the start of the circus trip, right? So we got a few home. Sure. I think we got a few home games and then off to the West Coast.
Let's see if Harden ain't getting no calls in that game versus us, we blow out. If Harden ain't getting no calls, that's a blowout. I'm telling you now, because mentally, he's a mental player. If he's not getting the calls, it's over. I mean, because KD can only do so much, and he's a beast. But I mean, man,
the player for their team I worry about the most, the underrated guy that always seem to do something for us wherever he's at is the guard from San Antonio, the Australian.
Oh, Patty Mills.
Patty Mills.
It's
just something about him. He just always he smack us over the head. He clutch. I like Patty Mills.
We'll see. I do too. I like Patty Mills too. Well, I'm excited, man. We're looking good, man. We are 6-1. We are on top of the division, on top of the Eastern Conference right now.
Yes, sir.
Let's see if we can keep this going, man. We are looking good. Hey, we should be undefeated.
Man,
we should be undefeated.
if you like the Bulls, go on and hit a like right now.
That's right.
Sir,
I'll give you a
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, man. Hey, winning basketball, man. It looks good. It feels good. It's been a long time since we felt this. I could get used to it.
I'm excited, man. Hey, we are looking good. Go Bulls. Let's keep it going, man. Go Bulls, go.
Yes, sir. And on that note, we're going to go ahead and bid y'all adieu. We thank y'all for tuning in, checking us out. And we thank the Bulls for giving us some wonderful content to talk about. And we're going to keep it going. We'll catch y'all again next time.
Oh, my boo.
And real quick, I apologize. We missed a couple episodes, but we're going to try to get it to y'all as quick as can.
Yes, sir.
Just work with us.
Sir.
We're trying to work out our schedules. This is new to all of us, but we're going to get this down. Just stick with us. It's going to pay off. We're going to be your favorite in a little bit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, and the Bulls going to be number one in your hearts as well as we ride this thing all the way to the championship. Let's go.
No
doubt. Sir.
On that note, on my Bull, we out.
Peace.